Killer whales or orcas. Killer whales, or orcas, are some of the most fascinating creatures in the ocean. With their distinct black and white coloring and their intelligence and social behavior, they have captured the imaginations of people all over the world. Behavior. Killer whales are highly social creatures and are known to live in groups called pods, which can contain anywhere from 2 to 40 individuals. These pods are usually made up of family members, and each pod has its own distinct dialect of vocalizations that allow them to communicate with one another. Killer whales are also known to be very intelligent and are capable of learning and performing complex tasks, such as solving puzzles and even imitating human speech. Killer whale pods are led by a matriarch, typically the oldest and most experienced female in the group. The matriarch is responsible for guiding the pod's movements and making decisions about things like hunting and social interactions. Other females in the pod are typically related to the matriarch, either as her daughters or as members of her extended family. These females often stay with the pod for life and play important roles in raising and caring for the pod's young. Male killer whales, on the other hand, typically leave their natal pod when they reach sexual maturity and may join other pods or form all-male groups known as bachelor pods. These male groups often engage in play and social activities and may occasionally join other pods for hunting or socializing. The pod's social structure is also influenced by age, with younger animals often spending time in nursery groups with other juveniles while they learn social and hunting skills. Pods may also include non-family members, such as individuals that have joined from other groups or populations. Overall, the makeup of a killer whale pod can be complex and dynamic, with individuals forming strong social bonds and engaging in a wide range of behaviors and interactions. Diet. Killer whales are apex predators and have a diverse diet that includes fish, squid, seals, sea lions, and even other whales. They are known to use a variety of hunting techniques, including cooperative hunting, where members of the pod work together to catch prey. Some populations of killer whales have even been known to specialize in certain types of prey, such as the resident killer whales in the Pacific Northwest, who primarily feed on Chinook salmon. Killer whales are skilled hunters, using their intelligence and coordination to hunt and kill their prey. Some populations of killer whales have even developed specialized hunting techniques for specific prey types, such as beaching themselves on shore to capture seals. Another example of this specialized hunting is in the Antarctic, where some killer whales have been observed hunting minke whales, and they have been known to use coordinated hunting tactics to overwhelm and kill their prey. In some areas, killer whales have also been observed preying on great white sharks, which are themselves apex predators. The diet of a killer whale can vary depending on its location, as different populations have adapted to feed on the most abundant prey in their particular habitat. Size. Killer whales are one of the largest species of dolphin and are known for their impressive size and strength. The size and weight of a killer whale can vary depending on factors such as age, sex, and geographic location. On average, adult male killer whales can reach lengths of 23 to 27 feet, 7 to 8.2 meters, and weigh between 8,000 to 12,000 pounds, 3,600 to 5,400 kilograms. Females are generally slightly smaller, with lengths of 20 to 26 feet, 6 to 7.9 meters, and weights of 3,000 to 8,000 pounds, 1,400 to 3,600 kilograms. However, some individuals can be much larger than average, with some male killer whales known to reach lengths of up to 32 feet, 9.7 meters, and weights of up to 22,000 pounds, 10,000 kilograms. It's worth noting that the size and weight of a killer whale can also vary depending on its population and geographic location. For example, killer whales that live in the Antarctic are generally larger and heavier than those that live in the Pacific Northwest. Overall, killer whales are formidable predators that are well adapted to their aquatic environment, and their size and strength are just a few of the many impressive features that make them such fascinating animals to study and admire. Lifespan. Killer whales, like many other mammals, have a lifespan that can vary depending on a variety of factors, such as their environment, diet, and genetic makeup. In the wild, male killer whales typically live for around 30 to 50 years, while females can live for 50 to 80 years or more. However, some killer whales have been known to live even longer, with the oldest recorded individual estimated to be over 100 years old. In captivity, killer whales have generally had shorter lifespans than their wild counterparts, with males living an average of 12 years and females living an average of 21 years. This may be due in part to the stress and health problems associated with living in small tanks, as well as the lack of opportunities for social interaction and exercise. It's worth noting that different populations of killer whales may have different lifespans, depending on their specific environment and lifestyle. For example, resident killer whales that live in the Pacific Northwest have been known to live longer than their transient counterparts, which may be due in part to differences in diet and habitat. Overall, however, killer whales are long-lived animals that can survive for many decades in the wild, making them one of the most enduring and fascinating species in the ocean. Habitat. Killer whales can be found in all of the world's oceans, from the Arctic to the Antarctic. They are highly adaptable and can live in a variety of environments, from shallow coastal waters to deep offshore waters. Some populations of killer whales are known to migrate long distances each year, while others remain in a single area year-round. Cultural significance. Killer whales have played an important role in the culture and mythology of many indigenous peoples around the world. For example, the Tlingit people of the Pacific Northwest have long revered killer whales as a symbol of power and strength, and believe that they are closely related to humans. Similarly, the Inuit of the Arctic have long relied on killer whales for food and materials, and have developed a deep understanding of their behavior and ecology. Threats to killer whales. In addition to the threats posed by pollution, habitat loss, and overfishing, killer whales are also facing threats from climate change. As ocean temperatures rise and sea ice melts, the availability of prey for killer whales is changing, and some populations are experiencing declines in their food supply. In addition, ocean acidification is making it more difficult for killer whales to find and catch prey, as it affects the ability of their prey to form shells. Conservation efforts. Despite their widespread distribution, some populations of killer whales are facing threats to their survival. Pollution, habitat loss, and overfishing are all factors that can impact the health of killer whale populations. In addition, some populations of killer whales have been subjected to hunting and capture for display in marine parks. There are many organizations and initiatives working to protect killer whales and their habitat. For example, the Whale and Dolphin Conservation Society works to raise awareness about the threats facing killer whales, and advocates for their protection. Similarly, the Marine Stewardship Council works to promote sustainable fishing practices, which can help to protect the prey of killer whales. In addition, some governments have established protected areas for killer whales and other marine mammals, which can help to safeguard their habitat. While there are efforts underway to protect these animals, more needs to be done to ensure the long-term survival of these incredible creatures. While killer whales are a fascinating and awe-inspiring species, they are facing a range of threats to their survival. By raising awareness about these threats and working to protect their habitat, we can help to ensure that future generations can enjoy the beauty and majesty of these incredible animals. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.